Mike Lofton is a name that is synonymous with economic development in Maryland. He is a man who has made a tremendous impact on the profession and on those with whom he worked.
Hi, Mike. Congratulations. I must admit that as I reflect on your career in economic development, you, as one of the first employees of the state's economic development programs, have worked for more governors, more secretaries, and had more reorganizations than even me. And then you went on to work for county executives and had more reorganizations. You've been a successful pro at every level and a good guy to boot. I'm certainly not surprised that your career path has led you back for this deserving recognition. But you can't have my sword.
Mike began his career as a business development representative at the Maryland Department of Economic and Community Development. In 1987, Mike was named Deputy Secretary of the newly created Department of Economic and Employment Development, where he oversaw business development, tourism, job training, and unemployment insurance programs, a diverse offering that would later prove to highlight Mike's talents. Today, this agency is known as the Maryland Department of Business and Economic Development, or DBED.
Mike's a people person and a disciplined leader. We all know he's smart and he cares. Under Governor Schaefer, a newly energized DEED worked effectively with the counties to deliver jobs for people and people for jobs. Mike's hard work landed companies like Delsey Luggage, Tarumo, and JCB, and he secured good-paying jobs for residents of the Eastern Shore and Western Maryland, plus the capital investment for our state. It was a magical time.
In 1991, Mike became director of the Anne Arundel Office of Economic Development, where he partnered with corporate leaders and local government to privatize the organization, which became the Anne Arundel Economic Development Corporation. During his time there, in 1994, he served as president of MEDA, the predecessor to MEDA. Mike retired from the corporation as chief executive officer, where his talents for the economic development profession have left their mark on those he worked with and those who followed him.
When I succeeded Mike as CEO of Anne Arundel Economic Development Corporation, I faced some pretty interesting personal challenges. After all, Mike was already one of Maryland's top economic development legends. His staff all respected and absolutely adored Mike. I was an unproven power hitter replacing a Babe Ruth on an already great team. Mike created such a strong business platform and has assembled a very talented staff. There was really nothing for me to fix, and there were plenty of resources to build upon.
Mike has mentored many of the people sitting in this room. Some might say when they are put in a difficult situation, they always turn to Mike-isms to get them through.
Mike always tells me, go with your gut, kid. Always go with your gut. And that's advice that has never steered me wrong. He's such a terrific friend and mentor. He's a great family man, too. He'll be embarrassed by all the fuss we're making over him. Did anyone mention the carrot? Mike loved that carrot campaign.
After retiring, Mike served 4 years as executive director of MEDA. It's more than appropriate that DBED Secretary David Edgerly petitioned the MEDA board in 2002 to begin a scholarship fund in Mike's name. Mike has always been a staunch supporter of the effort to have people in the profession become certified in economic development. Mike himself holds the distinction of Certified Economic Developer. Mike continues to be active in MEDA and in Maryland's economic development community. He is a life member, has served as a judge on the awards panel in previous years, and guides others as a member of the Council of Past Presidents.
Mike, you probably don't even know how extraordinary you really are. You personify the highest ideals of professionalism, volunteerism, and effective public service. You've been personally involved in helping each and every one of Maryland's diverse jurisdictions for many years. To influence so many lives, what a legacy. I am so proud to have worked with you for many years, and I'm especially proud to have benefited from your good advice and your friendship.
A steady and patient fisherman, Mike spends a great deal of time on the Chesapeake Bay. His longtime interest in horse racing is often shown, particularly on the third Saturday in May. For his continued counsel and guidance, for his many years of dedication to economic development in Maryland and Anne Arundel County, and for his commitment to his colleagues who are nothing short of being his close friends, MEDA proudly inducts Michael S. Lofton, CEcD, into the MEDA Hall of Fame.